a step back to the past.
Hey guys, this is Seb, this time showing off a rare breed in the gaming industry of today, a new point-and-click adventure game. A New Beginning is the latest game in this forgotten genre by Daedalic Entertainment, who has had good experience with such games in recent past. Thanks to the publishing house Mamba Games, the originally German game is now also available in English. In the game you help along time pilot Faye and researcher Ben to safeguard our future and literally create a new beginning for mankind. The future Faye comes from is one that is devastated by environmental catastrophes, and together with Ben, she now hopes to find a peaceful solution to make us see the errors of our polluting ways.
Because of reckless people like you, the Earth is headed for a climate catastrophe.
I didn't know you were one of these eco-fanatics.
At times the narrative can get a bit preachy, but overall the story is entertaining, at least for the early goings. Later on the game drops plot holes like it's going out of style. Ben is also a very interesting character, and it's fun to see him develop from a broken man who has lost everything to one who can see a bright future once again. Unfortunately, the story experience is somewhat broken by the dreadful English dubbing. The translations and actual recording quality are just fine, but the voiceovers often shift tone or pitch in the middle of a conversation, making these sound very awkward.
Are you mad? We are inside a ruin and you blow up the walls?
The door is open now.
It's like the actors only got fed loose sentences without knowing the context in which they would be used in. It's a real shame too, since the rest of the presentation is actually really nice. The game has a subtle but nice soundtrack that always plays into the situation appropriately, and the hand-drawn imagery truly looks amazing and gives the game a cartoony or comic book-like feel to it. It really brought me back to the old 90s adventure games, and I can really appreciate the effort that went into the artwork. The game itself also works really well and is easily controlled with the mouse. The option of highlighting all the hotspots on the screen and the ability to skip puzzles you're stuck on for a period of time also makes it hard to get entirely stuck in the game. Experienced explorers of the genre should have little trouble completing the game, as it's not very hard. Of course there is some weird unworldly logic to contend with, but nothing too hard or far-fetched.
Oops, that must have been the self-destruction mechanism.
All in all, the game is really well built and put together. But it's also a perfect example of a game that can be seriously hurt by poor localization. If you can get over the subpar voice work or live with text only, then this will make for a good point-and-click adventure game, and I would certainly recommend it to fans of the genre. For its budget price and the inclusion of the soundtrack on CD, it is certainly worth its price tag.